Welcome to Lighter Based Online Tutorials age video course. Alright, so this video course is specifically or basically for Delsu aspirants, those of you that choose Delsu as your first choice, whether you are going for science courses or engineering courses or art courses, do you understand, or social science courses, do you get? So this video course is for what? All of you. Delsu system is just general for everybody, do you understand? And also it's also applicable to all those universities that offers aptitude tests, do you understand now? So what you have to do now, just get your notes, get your notes, then write lighter brings on tutorials on it, do you understand? Then just watch carefully. So guys, you see that this video course is just free, do you understand? It's free for you, so please just listen carefully. The favor you do for me is that you listen carefully, do you understand? Me myself, I'm supposed to be jacking, do you understand? Like my mates are praying for their second semester, but I'm here like to like save you guys, to expose you to how the same questions looks like, do you understand now? So that is that. So this is like Devin's online tutorials, and that is the source we are learning from. And my name is Tutor Godson, and like God's grace, the founder of this with online tutorials. So that is that. Now let's move to what we have. Alright guys, so this is what we have today, age, and this is the introductory part of age, introduction to age, right? So what I want you to do here is that just listen carefully, do you understand? Listen carefully. It is very easy, but you know that aptitude test, you didn't do aptitude test in school, do you understand? Like most of us didn't do aptitude test in school, so please, you are not getting exposed to something that you don't know before, something that you have not come across. But this is how they should set their constituent questions. Ask those of your sisters, your brother that are in 300 level that wrote 2021 constituent exam. They saw these questions. So the thing is just for you to read, like read broadly. Do you understand now? So that is that. So in talking about age, we need to look at three things when we talk about age. Alright, so we need to look about what? Three things when we talk about what? Age. Number one, past. Number two, present. Number three, future. Now guys, I'll explain this. This will help us when solving what? Each question. Do you understand now? So now, this is past. Now let me give you this scenario. If they say Mr. Ojo is 10 years. Mr. Ojo is 10 years. How many years? How many years? How many years will Mr. Ojo be 10 years later? This is a question. Do you understand now? So this is what the three keys that I want you to understand: the past, the present, and the future. Do you understand? So what you have to note here is that how can you identify if this is past? How can you identify if this is present? How can you identify if this is what? Future. Do you understand now? So one thing that you need to know here is what? Like this question I just asked. They say Mr. Ojo is 10 years. So the age of Mr. Ojo now is what? 10 years, right? Then I say how many years will Mr. Ojo be 10 years later? Do you understand now? Mr. Ojo will be equal to what? 10 plus what? 10. This 10 plus this 10 equals what? 20 years. Now this is too simple to how they should set their questions. Now let's go to what we have. Like let's just enter the main age now. Right. Now guys, looking at this now, we have the past, we have the present, we have the future, right? We have the past, we have the present, we have the future. Do you understand now? Now, the question is that how will you know if they are talking about future? Okay, now for example now, the present age, when they say the present age, that is your age at that moment. For example now, the present age, my present age is 10 years. My present age is 10 years. Now, they will ask you a question in order for you to determine the present age in the future. Do you understand now? Then they will also ask you a question in order for you to determine the age in the past. Do you understand now? So the question is that how will I know that they are asking that, okay, find this age in the future or find the age, find this age in the past. Now there are some words that they use. Now, I believe you are writing down. Sorry. This marker. Alright, so there are some words that they use. Number one word, if they are talking about present, they will use later. Number one, they will use later, after, hence. Do you understand now? After, hence. They also likely use this word, after and hence. Do you understand? So please take note of these two words. I'll just ask you a question on how you're going to answer it now. So now this is past. Now the question is that how will you know that they're asking a question in past? Number one, they will use the word ago. Do you understand? They will use the word ago. They will use the word ago, the word which one again? They use the word ago. Yes, ago is just the main word there. Do you understand? They use the word ago. Do you get? They use the word ago. So now, let's look at this. If they say the present age of Godson is 10 years, 5 years later, how old will Godson be? Do you see this question now? This is future, right? Whenever they say later, that means or after 5 years or 5 years hence. It means this 10, my present age today, that is my present age today plus 5, making it what? 15. Do you understand now? 10 plus 5 making it what? 15 years. So if I'm like now, I'm 10 years now, right? Assuming I'm 10 years now, 5 years hence, or after 5 years, Godson will be how many years? I will be 15 years. That is simple logic, right? So now, when they say 10 years ago, 5 years ago, how old will Godson be? 5 years ago, how old will Godson be? Godson will be 10 minus what? 5, which is what? 5 years. Do you understand? And please take note that whenever they say past, negative is what's involved. The negative sign, minus. Then whenever you talk about future, you add. Whenever you talk about past, you subtract. Whenever you talk about future, you would add. Do you understand what I'm saying now? So now, after that, we need to look at something again. We need to look at something. And what is that thing? Now, for example, now, if the present age of, like, if my present age is unknown, that is, if they don't know my present age, it will be what? X, right? Like, if you don't know something, you keep it as X, right? So now, the ages in the future, that is after or hence, my age in the future will be what? X plus N. Do you understand now? I told you that whenever they say hence, you add what? You add it. Whenever they talk about ago, you would subtract it. Do you understand now? So that is that. So okay, now if they, as you kept this thing as X, if they ask you to find for the past year, what do you use? You say X minus what? N. Do you understand now? This is what? X minus N. So please, if you can note these things, I bet you Delsu posting on Delsu posting questions on age will be very, very simple. Yes, it will. Very, very simple. I believe you understand. First of all, if they ask you, for example, your present age is 10, then I say, okay, your present age 5 years ago, 5 years ago, how many years will you be? You will say 10 what? Minus 5. Do you understand now? Then if your present age is unknown, they say 10 years ago, like they will not use any word. They may use 5, they may use 1, but because I'm illustrating it, I'm using n. Do you understand now? That is any number. X minus what? That number they are talking about. So that is that. So to remember the present, you add 10 plus what? 5. Do you get? So these are just the concepts on how to solving questions on age. Do you understand? Please guys, if you can understand this here, you understand what's up for all, and you'll be able to solve lots of aptitude test questions on age. And the thing is that the more you solve, the more you get grounded. Do you understand? So please, after watching the video, like after watching all the parts, just go and solve lots of questions. Do you understand? Now let's enter to our questions. I believe you understand how this is. Now I would like to teach you something before I go to questions. Alright, so what I want to teach you here is ratio. Now, before we solve questions on this, I want you guys to have knowledge on ratio. Now, whenever they say something is, for example, I say the present age of Joy and Joy is 3:5. The question is that will you actually keep it as 3:5? For example, now you are solving and say the present age, I believe I've shown you what present age is, right? Is 3:5. Okay, firstly, you know that this 3:5 is also equal to 3/5. I want you guys to understand this. 3:5 is also equal to 3/5, right? And the thing is that since it's in ratio, you cannot keep it as what? 3:5. You must add x. 3x divided by what? 5 what? X. I know that you don't understand, but when I start solving question, you understand what I'm trying to say. Do you understand now? So now let's just keep this aside. So that is that. And another thing that I want to tell you in solving questions on age is that whenever you are giving ratio, make sure that you simplify it. That is, you reduce it to its lowest term, because that's how Delsu said I was to tell you. You may have something like this, 10:15. Do you understand now? Not knowing the option that is in your exam, the option they have written, sorry, not 5:15. Let's say 5:15. 5 here, 1, 5 here, 3. 1:3. Now, if you got this now and you don't have this mind that I'll need to reduce it to its lowest term, you just defining this in the option and you don't see it, and sometimes you even forget that wait till I saw not the option, something like that. Do you understand now? So please, whenever you are solving on age, reduce it to its lowest what term. So that is that for that about age. So we'll move into different questions, and with this question you will understand it very better. Do you understand? If you don't understand it, kindly replay the video, then with the questions that I'm going to solve, you also understand it. Do you understand? Alright, so sorry, so I have my question 1. The question said that the present age, please be writing down, the present age of A and B are in the ratio 4:5, and after 5 years, they will be in the ratio 5:6. Now the question here is that the present age the present age of A is. Now guys, the reason why I wrote this question is because I want to explain this very well before I start dictating. Now, they asked a question. They say the present age of A and B are in the ratio 4:5. Now, I told you that this is what? Past. Let me solve this with this nearer I gave to you. Present and what? Future. Please don't mind my writing. So, the present age is what? 4:5. And I've told you that whenever they give you the present age, this one doesn't really mean the present age because of what is in ratio. I mean, if they give you the present age to be 4 years and 5 years, you wouldn't have written X or anything. Do you understand now? So since they give you the present age to be in ratio, that means you must add X. 4X ratio what? 5 what? X. Do you understand now? So they now say, and after 5 years, does that after means minus or plus? Is what plus, right? Because of the word what after. I've told you that whenever I say the word hence, after, later is what plus. So they now say plus 5 years to each of these people's age. Do you understand? And that is whenever you like after 5 years. When you plus 5 years to this one, you plus 5 years to this one. Do you understand now? So that is what they say there. So they will be in the ratio 5:6. They will be in the ratio 5:6. They will equal to what? 5:6. Now guys, this 5, now listen carefully. This 5 is added to this 4x. This 5 is added to this 5x. Do you understand now? And we know that 4x ratio 5x is also equal to 4x over what? 5x. Do you understand now? So we can simply just write it like this. 4x over 5x plus 5. That is 5 is added to this age, which is what? The present age of A, and that is the present age of A. Down. Now 5 is also added to the present age of B. Then it will now be equal to 5 over what? 6. I believe you understand now. First of all, the present age is in the ratio. You add x to them, which is 4x ratio what? 5x. And 4x ratio 5x is also equal to 4x divided by what? 5x. Do you understand now? So you add 5 to them, since they say that 5 years later or after 5 years, that is 4x plus 5. 5x plus 5. That is how it is. Now this is aptitude. Some of you like, I've not come across this thing. Yes, but just with the way I'm solving it, follow me up, and after go and answer questions, and you see that this step I'm showing you, number 1, is the most fastest way, because your exam is just 30 minutes. Do you understand? So now you have few questions to answer questions on it if you see it. Do you understand? So now 6 times 4 will give us what? 6 times 4 will give us 24. 24x plus 30 is equal to what? 5 times 5x, 25, plus 5 times 5, 25, 25x, 5 times 5x. So 5 times 5x, 25x, 5 times 5, 25. So when this one goes to the side to be x, so 25 minus 24 will give us what? X, equal to 30, go to the other side, 30 minus 25 will give us what? 5. Do you understand now? So x is equal to 5. But they are asking us that what is the present age of A? This guy. What is the present age of A? Because you see the present age of A and B are in the ratio 4:5. So A is 4. Do you understand? What is the present age of A? So since we know that A is 4x, therefore x is what? 5, right? So 4 times 5 will give us what? 20 what? Years. So the present age of A is 20 years. Now the question is that, I mean, if they asked you that, what is the present age of what? 5x. B is what? 5 times what? 5, which is what? 25 years. Do you understand now? So this is very, very simple, guys. Just know the techniques that I taught you. Just know that 4:5 as the present age is the same thing as what? Will be the same thing as 4x ratio 5x. Do you understand now? And 4x plus since they say that after 5 years, I mean they said 5 years ago you would have put minus, so do you understand now? See, I mean they say 5 years ago they will become dash dash dash. They would have added what minus here, not plus again, because of what the word ago is referring to the past. Do you understand now? So that is done. Now let's move to the question 2. Right. So now let's move to question 2. Now let's move to question 2. Now the question is that the respective ratio of the present age of Joy and Joel. Please be writing because I will not have time to write again because of time. So the respective ratio of the present age of Joy and Joel. Joy and Joel. Write down. The respective ratio of the present ages of Joy and Joel is 4:5. Is 4:5. The respective ratio of the present ages of Joy and Joel is what? 4:5. 6 years hence. 6 years hence. 6 years hence. The respective ratio of their ages will be 5:6. The respective ratio of their ages will be 5:6. The respective ratio of their ages will be 5:6. I believe you have written it down. Alright, so what is the difference between their age? Question. What is the difference between their ages? Alright guys, now this is very very simple. Now they are giving us the present age. Present age is equal to what? 4:5. Now the future age, the added age is equal to what? 6 years. Because it said 6 years hence. Do you understand now? So it will be equal to what? Everything will be equal to 5:6. Alright, so everything will be 5:6. Now this question is very simple guys. Now what you do is that as usual, you keep the present age to be what? 4x divided by what? 5x. I've told you that it's also equal to what? 4x ratio what? 5x, right? I've told you this. But instead of you writing it like this, just 4x ratio 5x is also equal to what? 4x divided by what? 5x. Do you understand now? So now 4x, they said 6 years hence, that is plus 6 years to the both age, that is the age of Joy and Joel. Do you understand now? Know that Joy has 4x, Joel has 5x. They will become what? 5/6. 5:6 is also equal to 5/6, right? So that is that. So 6 times 4 will give us what? 24. Plus 6 times 6 will give us 36. Equal to what? 5 times 5 will give us what? 25x. 24x, yeah? Right? Plus 5 times 6 will give us what? 30. Now, this one go to this side. We have 25x minus 24 will give us x equal to what? When 36 go to this side, 36 minus 30, it will turn to minus, right? So 36 minus 30 will give us what? 6. So since we have 6, now what is the question? We say what is the difference between their ages? So for us to find the difference between their ages, guys, we need to do something. Do you understand now? For us to find the difference between their ages, first of all, Joy Joy's age is what? Joy and Joy. Joy's age is what? 4x ratio what? 5x, right? 4x and what? 5x. So 4 times what? X is equal to 6, right? And what? 5 times 6 will give us 24 and what? 30. Do you understand now? Will give us 24 and what? 30. So the question they're asking is that what is the difference between their ages? Since we found the present, their both present age, so the difference between their ages will be what? 30 minus 24, which will give us what? 6 years. Do you understand now? Which is what? 6 years. Did you get? Now let me call out the options. Alright. Option A, 6 years. Option B, 20 years. Option C, 30 years. Option D, 7 years. Now, you see that 6 years is the answer because they are asking for the difference between their ages. Now, the question is that they didn't ask for the present age. Why did we find the present age first? Yes, you must find the present age because without finding their present age, you cannot get the difference between their ages. Do you understand now? Imagine seeing something like this: 5x minus 4x. That is the difference between their age. No. Do you understand now? You need to first of all find their present age. Find the present age of Joy, which is what? 4x. And present age of Joy, which is 5x. And x is what? Already 6, right? You say 4 times 6 and 4 times what? 6. 5 times 6, which is what? 24 and 30 respectively. So that difference is what? 30 minus 24. I believe you get now. This is very, very simple. So guys, what you have to do is that if anybody have told you that Delsu system is hard or aptitude test is hard, it's not hard. It's just the way you are being exposed to. Do you understand now? Now follow me up as I'm going to go to the next question. Right? So this is question 2. We'll be entering question 3. With these questions, you'll be able to know how each question is and how you can easily tackle it in your exam. Now, the next question here is what? The ratios of present age of two brothers is 1:2. Sorry. The ratios of present age, this is question 3. The ratios of present ages of two brothers is 1:2. The ratios of present ages of two brothers is 1:2. Is 1:2. Okay? 5 years back. Now take notes. Whenever I see the word ago, back, those things are meaning what? Minus, right? So please take note of that. Back minus, ago minus, hence plus, after plus, later plus. Do you understand now? So 1:2 is what? Their present age respectively in ratio form. Now they say after and 5 years back. 5 years back. Sorry, the ratio was what? 1:3. 5 years back. That is okay. Present, future, and past. This is past. This is present. This is future. Now let me just once again write this. I'm not going to write it again because I want you to understand how the questions like how you can easily solve the question with the form that I gave to you. Do you understand now? So now after this question, I will not write this again so that you develop this habit of solving questions without much analysis. Do you understand now? So this is 1:2. They say that 5 years back, that is 1:2 minus what? 5 years. Do you understand now? Now, you see you're confused. Don't be confused here. Do you understand now? Because 1x, I've told you 2x. This is minus 5. This is minus 5 too. Do you understand now? Hey, so I've told you that whenever you give you ratio, you keep the ratios as what? X. 1x ratio what? 2x. Then minus 5 because they said 5 years back. it would remain the same thing.
So now, they now said, what will be the ratio of their ages after 5 years?
What will be the ratio? What will be the ratio of their ages?
5 years. 5 years.
Hence, or ages after 5 years. Now let's look at the options. A, 3:5. B, 5:3. C, 30:50. D, 1:7. Now guys, let's analyze the question. Alright, so this way we are focusing on, because they said back, right? So now I'll just solve it with with the fastest way that I taught you. So since they say that the present age is 1x ratio what? 2x. They now said 5 years back minus 5 minus 5. I believe you understand now.
The ratio will be what?
The ratio was 1/3. Now the question is that, what is the meaning of this will be? Now please guys, just write this down. Will be means equal to. Do you understand now? Is means equal to. Was means equal to. Now, since the ages is at the past, that was why they use what was. Do you understand now? Like in the use of English, you know that you not use present where they are using past tense now. Do you understand now? So that's why they use what? The ratio was what? 1/3. Do you understand? So 3 into this, we have 3x minus 3 into this, we have 15 equal to what? 1 into this, we have 2x, 1 into this minus 5. Do you understand now? 3 times 1x, 3x, 3 times 5 minus 15 minus 10. So 1 times 2, 2x, 10, 5. So collect like terms, this one go to this side, we have x equal to, this one go to this side, we have s is equal to what? 10. Do you understand now? Minus 5 plus 15 give us what? 10. I believe you get. That is, just take a solid of formula and everything. So the question is that, is this actually our answer? Or will this be our answer? No. Do you understand? Now let's find the present age of 1x ratio to what? 2x. Do you understand now? 1x is what? 1x, that is the ratio of one of the brother is what? 1x, which is what? 1 times 10. And the ratio of one of the brother is 2x, which is what? 2 times what? 10. We have 10 and what? 20. Do you understand now? But they said something. They said after 5 years, what will be their what? Ratio. What will be the ratio of their ages after 5 years? Do you understand now? What will be the ratio of their ages after 5 years? We are talking about ratio. So 10 plus 5 ratio, 20 plus 5 will give us what? 15 ratio 25. Do you understand now? Now I've told you that whenever you see a question like this, cancel it to its nearest what? Number. So 15 here will give us what? 15 here will give us what? 5 here will give us 3 rather. Then 5 here will give us what? 5. And this is the answer. This is the ratio of their ages. Do you understand now? This is very, very simple, guys. The thing is just know this one. Just write this down. In your example, just write this down. Don't write those present past tense. I was just using it to explain so that I can have basic knowledge on what you are doing. Do you understand now? So 1x, 2x. So the answer is what? A. Do you get it? It's simple. So now let's move to question 4. Question 4. Now,
Alright, we have the question 4.
they said that, now I'm going to write this. Question 4. They said, how shall R HARSHA is 40 years. 40 years old. And root is 60 years old. How many years ago was the ratio still 3:5? Now this question is very easy. Now let's look at the A 20, B 40, C is what 60, and D is what 70 years. All in years, please. All in years. Now guys, looking at this question here, this question is very simple. Do you understand? You see that there's nothing like age. They say that Asha is 40 years old. That means the present age of Asha is what? 40 years. Do you understand now? And Ruth is 60 years old. Ruth is what? 60 years, right? So you just do it directly. 60 years old. Do you understand now? Then I said, how many years ago was the ratio 3:5? How many years ago? Now guys, from what I taught you, whenever they say how many years ago, that means there is a year. Do you understand now? There is a year that is being added. Do you understand now? Now look at this now. Minus what? Yes, we don't know the year. Do you understand now? That is the year in the past. We don't know it. So we keep it as what? X. I mean, they asked how many years hence would have root plus. Do you understand now? So now, the ratio will become what? 3/5. Do you understand? So, how many years ago was the ratio? The ratio was 5. You see that they are talking about past. So that is what it's S that are trying that are asking us to find. Now find it now. Do you understand? It's easy now. Just cross multiply. So 5 times 40 will give us 200 minus 5x will give us what? 5 times 60 will give us 180 minus 3x. So 180 go to this side will give us what? 20. 200 minus 180 will give us 20. So when this one go to this side, will give us 2x. Do you understand? For this one, 200 minus 180. Alright. 3 times 60 will give us 180. Yes. 3 times 60 will give us 180. So 180 minus 200 will give us what? Will give us 20. 20 is equal to what? 2x. Do you understand? Because when 5 go to this side, minus 3x plus 5 will give us what? 2x. So we cancel here, we have 10, we have x. Do you understand? So the question is that how many years ago was the ratio was 3.5? Now let's look at the option 10 years. I didn't write 10 years. Sorry, E is what? 10 years. So E is the answer. Do you understand? The answer is what? E. I believe you see how I wrote this. Now this is very, very simple. If you can analyze it, do you get? So first of all, know that their ages, that is, their age is what? 40 and 60 respectively. So 40 divided by 60 minus x respectively. Do you understand? It's equal to 3/5. Then you cross multiply. That is just that. Now guys, let's move to the next 5th question. Alright, so the next 5th question. The question here said, now please, I'll be calling it out, like I'll be dictating it. The question said that the respective ratio between the present ages of Parag and Sagna. The respective ratio between the present ages of Parag and Sagna is 21:19. Is 21:19. Parag
and Sagna. Do you understand? The respective ratio between Parag and Sagna is what? 21:19. Do you understand? They said 6 years ago. 6 years ago. Do you understand? So I don't need to write this again because I already told you how this thing is. 21:19. Ratio is also the same as this one. They said 6 years ago minus 6 years minus 6 years. Do you understand now? The respective ratio becomes what? Between their ages was what? 9:5. 9:8. That is 9 divided by what? 8. Do you understand? 9:8. How old is Lena if her present age is 12 years less than Sagna's present age? Now let's bring it again. The respective ratio between the present ages of Parag and Sagna is 21:19. Then full stop. 6 years ago, comma, the respective ratio between their ages was 9:8. How old is Lena if her present age is 12 years less than Sagna's present age? I believe you heard that. Now the question is that how old is what? Lena. How old is Lena, comma, if her present age is 12 years less than Sagna's what? Sagna's present age. Present what? Age. Now guys, don't mind my writing. They say how old is Lena if her present age is what? 12 years less than Sagna's present age. Do you understand now? Now the things that I've written it here, what we have to do is to carry out the calculation. Now this is how you do it in your post-term exam. Now imagine writing something like this and just calculating. Do you understand now? Instead of you writing present age, no, those are for babies. But I believe that by now you would have passed that level. Do you understand now? Because we'll be solving questions. Now 8 times 21. Let me collect my calculator. We have 8 times 21. 21 times 8 will give us what? 168. 168. Right? 8 times 6 minus 48. So this is x, sorry. This is x. So x 48. Then 9 times, yes. 8 times 6 is 48. Yes. So equal to 9 times 19. 9 times 19 give us 171. 171x minus 9 times 6. 9 times 6, which will give us 54. 54. Now guys, 168 and 171 we now come to the other side, that is taking the part with the same coefficient. So 171x minus 168. 171x minus 168 will give us 3. Do you understand now? So it give us what? 3x equal to, but this one go to this side. What do we have? We have what? 54 minus 58. 54 minus what? 48, which will give us what? 6. Do you understand? Which will give us what? 6. So 3 here 1, 3 here 2. So x is equal to what? 2. Do you understand now? X is equal to 2. Now the question is that are they asking about x? No, they're not asking us x. What they're asking is what? Let me look at the question again. Okay. How old is Lena? Now first of all, this 21 is for what? Parag's. The age of Parag and what? Sagna. Do you understand now? Sagna. This is Parag. This is what? Sagna. Parag. P-A-R-A-G and Sagna. S-A-G-N-A. Do you understand? 21x and what? 19x respectively. So 21 times 2 times what? X, which is times 2. And what? 19 times what? 2. Do you understand? We have 20, 42 and 38. Do you understand now? 42 and what? 38. But this is not what they are asking us. This is still not what they are asking us. What they are asking us is that how old is Lena if her present age is 12 years less than Sagna's present age? Now, they say how old is Lena? Do we know the present age of Lena? No. So we keep it as what? X. Do we know who is Lena before? We don't know. But they just said Lena. The present age of Lena. Let's take Lena as what? X. So X is equal to, its present age is what? 12 years less than Sagna's own. Whenever I see the word less than means minus, right? Less, something is less. That is what? Lower, right? Minus, you subtract. So what you have is what? Less than Sagna's present age, which is what? 38. The present age of Sagna is what? 38. So what we say is 38 minus what? 12. And 38 minus 12 will give us what? I think 26. 38 minus 12. 26, right? So X is equal to what? 26 years. So this is what? The age of what? This is the age of Lena, and these are the age of what? Parag and Sagna. So please guys, Delsu will not set questions that will take your time. All these questions they will set, but it means that it will not take your time. I'm just trying to like bring it down so that you can understand very well. Do you understand? So guys, that is that. Age questions are very good, easy. So these are what? Total of 5 questions that we've solved in the basis of what? Age. These are the basic questions, and we've done the introductory part to age. Alright guys, so the thing is that aptitude test is just general for the Delsu aspirants, for those of you in Delsu. Even though you are going for law, you are going for medicine, engineering, any course at all, you see this question. Do you understand now? So the thing is that we don't have any problem. Do you understand? Our classes have been going on and we have been producing results. Yes, in our last Delsu post-20 class, one of our students scored 78. Now the thing is that, how did she score 78? Do you understand now? It was because she was under tutelage of people that are experienced, and all my tutors, all of them, they are medical students that taught last year. Do you understand? So if you have watched this video, these are just little what we do in our classes. So guys, see you in the next class or maybe in the next video. Thank you very much.